Our next guest is probably the youngest female impersonator I've ever met. 20-year-old female impersonator. And some have said that this impersonator has taken the act too far because he has had breast implants. Welcome Kelly Michaels as Madonna. I think Kelly is one of the only people that we're going to be talking to today is not part of the Vegas show, right? Kelly, do you think you are a better female impersonator because you now have breasts?
No, I don't.
You don't like them?
No, when I first got them, I thought I wanted them. That was the thing. I was laying on the operating table waiting for it, and all of a sudden I backed out and started crying, and
it was really hard on you.
Yeah, it was, and after I had them, I didn't want them.
Well, what do? Can you have them go away or something? The same way, I guess you can.
Take one out and do Betty Ford.
That's it.
Cher, you've got to behave yourself.
She knows she only has one.
Oh dear, you're such a troublemaker.
It's all those young boys.
Oh dear. Madonna, do you think it's wrong to use them? Would you just rather do what the others are doing?
Well, no, see, I wanted to use them at first, and because I could get more cleavage, and a lot of these girls have cleavage, and I figured getting this done for something else, another job I did at the time, I just decided that
now, Cher's looking at you. She doesn't approve of this, right?
No, honestly, no, I don't.
You don't think so?
As far as my business goes. Okay. I believe as a person, if a person wants to live their life as a woman, go all the way. Don't just have breasts and live your life as a woman. No offense, but if a female impersonator is an art form, and it should be looked at as an art form, and you should come as a man and leave as a man. And I understand what he's saying because we spoke backstage, and he regrets what he did, and it can be fixed. And I think that he's young, and he will have it fixed.
The money, I'm going to get him snotched out of my chest.
You can always add too, but once you got them underneath, you know, you're stuck with them until you have the surgery. And
I don't know how we got into this. Let's go back to...
Well, you had them, so you don't have to worry about it. See, God was very generous to you. See? They're a little lower, but you got them.
You've had a difficult life, harder, I think, than the others. Is that right?
Well, I don't know, really.
Well, you're from a small town?
Yes, I'm from a small town in Alabama.
And how did this go over in Alabama? We've asked about Jersey.
Well, when you got a bunch of peanut pickers in trucks with a gun rack strapped across the back, you run. And very fast. It was like, you're a fag, you know, from 3rd grade on.
Was anybody supportive of you?
Just my best friend, and she was a girl. And
did you
for a while, and then she couldn't accept it because her boyfriend's like me. But
sort of makes sense, I guess. Did you run away from home? Have you ever returned to the town?
I haven't seen my family in 3 years.
Doesn't that hurt?
It does. And,
would you like to?
Yeah.
It would be important to you. How do you think they would react?
Well, my father, he knows about the implants now. He didn't until I came on here. But he...
So am I part of the problem here, aren't I?
No, not at all. He would have found out sooner or later, because he's coming up next month anyway.
Is he? For the first time in 3 years?
Yeah, he's going to come see my show at Finocchio's on Broadway.
Yes, ma'am.
My question is for Cher, as well as all of you, but especially Cher. How do you keep in such good shape? We have to work so hard at it. How do you do it?
Well, I go to the gym about 4 or 5 days a week. I walk on a Stepmaster, I do a treadmill, and I lift weights 2 days a week, and I eat between 600 and 1,000 calories a day. And
See? What did you say? It's difficult to be beautiful.
It is.
Yes.
I'd like to know if any of you started out because you really like the character that you're portraying.
I think everybody who does this for a living has to like the character that they portray. I was in a store shopping, and some people thought I looked like Barbra Streisand. I went to Philadelphia, they made me up, and I looked like her. I was 15, going to high school in New Jersey in the daytime, working in Philly at night. And my mother said as long as my grades stayed up, I could keep on doing it. And I kept a straight A student until I was in 3rd grade. No, but I kept my grades up, and it was very good. Some days I'd go into school with a little bit of nail polish on or a little bit of mascara, but I didn't take gym class. I typed at the nurse's office, so it was all right.
And he
Ladies, sorry, did I interrupt you?
He started doing, practicing for Barbra Streisand. And he would go up to his room and he would play Barbra Streisand records over and over again. And my daughter, she got so tired of hearing these Barbra Streisand records, she would go in his room when he wasn't looking and break every one he had.
Yeah. And where is she today?
He'd have to go out and buy more. But now she's proud.
Picking peanuts in Alabama.
She's proud of him now, very
You know
proud.
something? I really sympathize with, I forgot your name. Kelly. You're right. Kelly, because my mother is also my best friend. And
Do you think you look alike?
Well, I was kind of born with my mother's features and my father's fixtures, so sometimes it works out that way. I look like her when she was younger.
Same legs.
Yeah, 2. Well, and a half.
What am I, a straight man here?
There's an act here somewhere, Sal. No, seriously, we're best friends, and my mother would come to my defense anytime. If anyone said anything bad to me, she would jump up in a minute and fight for me, and vice versa. I would, anyone says anything bad about my mother, I'm there for her. And for this gentleman over here to be going through what he does, it's not fair, because every parent loves their child, no matter what their child is doing in their life, no matter how they live their life. There's a bond in there. It can't be broken. And no matter how hard you think your family is on you, believe me, they'll come to their senses. This is 1991. This isn't the 1920 when it was like...
Well, my father didn't accept me at first, and he knows what I do, and he knows...
Well, now with the boobs, they like you.
Well, I figured I could hide them from him, because they're very small. I have a B cup, and I figure I could strap them down with duct tape or something. And maybe he wouldn't know, but like my mother, she was thinking about coming on, but we discussed it, and I didn't want to bring her into it, and she's like my best friend, too.
So you would have loved to have seen Mom.
Yeah.
But Mom would have been embarrassed, right?
No, not embarrassed. It's just I don't want to involve her in what I'm doing.
I think that's nice.
Because she's from the South, too. She's from Florida, and she just, couldn't, like, if she went to work or something like that, they might pick at her. And
I don't know how to say this because I don't know the right way, so you'll have to forgive me, but you really are very beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm not quite sure how that goes.